for taking the time to meet with me today.
You're very welcome.
My first question is, what is your position at the Brown County Board of Mental Health and Addiction Services?
I am the executive director here at the board.
Okay. How long have you been working in this profession?
I have had my license in counseling for 19 years. So in the field, 19. I've worked here at the board for 15 years, and the last 5 of those years, I've been the executive director.
Okay. What drew you in to work for this profession?
I've always enjoyed helping others since I was a little kid. I often tell the story that when I was in first grade, my teacher paired me with a little girl whose mom would drop her off every day to school, and she would like walk her to the classroom and she would cry every single morning. So I was the one who got to go to the hall with her and try to calm her down and get her ready for the day. And ever since that, I've enjoyed helping others. So I wanted to help others with whatever was going on with their life so that they could have a better life.
Okay. What is the most important aspect of your job to you?
I think the helping others part. I do have my counseling degree, but the board doesn't do any direct services with clients. Our role is to provide services in the county. So for both addiction and for mental illness, we're responsible for planning, for evaluating, for funding services to serve those individuals with mental illness and with addiction. So I think linking individuals with the services that they need and seeing them complete treatment and get into recovery is the most important aspect.
Okay. I understand that your office has started a new service for the community, which is a crisis text line. Can you tell us more about how this works?
Sure. We haven't actually started the crisis text line. It is a national line that Ohio has embraced the last few years, so we promote the text line. It was actually started by Nancy Lublin, who is an entrepreneur. She ran a group previously. I'm trying to find the name of it. Sorry, I had it right here. Who would help encourage kids to reach out and to do service projects and that kind of stuff. So they would send massive texts out to students or to teenagers, encouraging them to say, bring peanut butter and jelly today for the food bank. That would be one of the goals that they would do. So they would do that, and they would get random messages back, even though they weren't set up to receive messages. It was just something that went out. And so they would normally respond like, you should talk to your principal, or you should do this or that. It was dosomething.org, sorry, was the name. I'm regressing there, of the group that she had. So one time while they were doing a big push, they got a message that said, "He won't stop raping me. It's my dad. He told me not to tell anyone." And then the letters, "Are you there?" They responded, gave her a national rape and incest hotline, but they never have heard back from this individual. So that spawned it in Nancy's mind that the person was comfortable enough texting very personal information, reaching out for help. We need to create something for individuals to do this. So that's kind of how the idea of the crisis text line was born. And it's a free service. It is not, there's no cost. It doesn't show up on your phone bill. So if a student is doing a crisis, texting the crisis line, their parents aren't necessarily going to know about it because it is all anonymous. And it's trained professionals who will answer, or I won't say professionals, trained responders who answer within 5 to 7 minutes of a text. And they can actually triage if it's something that police or fire need to respond. They can triage your call with your phone company and send live response. So, for you guys in high school, you can set in your cafeteria, and everyone's on their phones, obviously. You can sit there and be texting with a crisis counselor and your friend beside you has no idea that's what you're doing. They just assume you're playing on your phone like they are. So that value, I think, is better. And again, for the younger generation, although I'm pretty old and I text a lot myself, there's just a comfort in that you don't have to pick up the phone and you don't have to voice or speak what's going on. You can text it and get the help that way. So I think it's a very good service.
Okay. How can I, as a peer, help others reach out if they are in need of assistance?
If you have someone, whether it's a family member or a friend that you think something's going on with, just encouraging them, letting them know, you know what, there's a crisis text line, or maybe you need to talk to your guidance counselor, or do you have an adult that you can talk to about this? So normalizing the behavior or whatever it is that they're dealing with is a huge step, because a lot of times the stigma involved with any mental illness or traumatic events, people won't reach out for help because they think that they're going to be looked down upon. So just saying, you really need to talk to someone. This is more than I can handle. Here's this resource and this resource, and giving it to them that way, kind of being an advocate for that. And if you know that they don't follow up, then letting an adult know. It doesn't necessarily have to be their parent, but someone with authority, a teacher, a principal, a guidance counselor, know that something's going on with so-and-so, so that they can check in with them and make sure things are going well.
Okay. What are 2 things that you feel is important to convey to your clients when working with them?
Like I said before, I technically don't have clients, but when I'm working with the public on finding services, the one thing that I think is always important to let them know is that there is always hope. You can be having a horrible time, but there is an end to this. You can get through this. So making sure that they know that there is hope, and making sure that they know that we care about them, that they're not alone, that they are valued and important and should work to make sure that they get through whatever it is that they're going through.
Is there anything else you would like to add about the crisis text line or any other services that your office offers to the community?
One thing that is new that we're offering is a crisis hotline in conjunction with Child Focus. You can call 513-528-SAVE, which is 7283. And it's an actual phone call, so not like a text line, but if something's going on, you can call them and they can work with police for an actual response if something's needed. If someone's suicidal and they need to do a well check, they can do that. So that is a new service that we have going on. And then the other thing, a lot of times people don't realize that, we don't necessarily have a lot of inpatient options and that kind of thing, but we do have outpatient services in the county. We do now have a behavioral hospital in the county. There is treatment for addiction services. So if you're ever questioning what services are available, what services you need, or how to get to them, that's where my office can certainly help. So give us a call. The number is 937-378-3504. We can help you navigate that. And we do have funds for individuals who don't have insurance or who don't have money available to pay for these. So don't let money be an issue, and don't let the stigma of mental illness be an issue either.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Vietze, for taking the time out of your day to share with us information about the crisis text line, and we will share that number again with our viewers. Till next time, I'm Ashtyn Riggs.
All right. Thank you.